All right, tonight we are learning more about what happened leading up to that deadly shooting in Old Town Arvada Monday. Police say the suspect, Ronald Troike, targeted and ambushed Arvada officer Gordon Beasley, who died after being shot. Arvada police say that we are aware of a document that led us to the information we shared at the press conference yesterday about Arvada police officers being targeted. That document was found in the suspect's apartment. There are still questions about the Good Samaritan, John Hurley, who was also shot and killed on Monday. Alan Janae looking into this for us tonight. And Alan, witnesses are attesting to his quick action.
Well, there's a clearer picture coming out now tonight about the bravery of John Hurley. Hurley's family right now is waiting for word from Arvada police to clear up questions about just who shot him. But a woman who works here at the Schoolhouse Restaurant wants to make it clear that what he did when he sprinted across that square was incredibly brave.
I do know.
Waitress Cody Groskevich looks at a photo of John Hurley and is sure.
I do know his face from around Old Town.
This is the man who's a hero to her and so many others.
Because I wanted people to know what he did, especially I think you mentioned his sister or any one of his family members, that it was the bravest, most selfless thing that I've ever witnessed in my life.
At the Army-Navy surplus store, they saw Hurley bolt out, shout to people to stay inside, and run toward the library.
I watched him run straight into the biggest danger I can ever imagine. He sprinted. Full speed, no hesitation.
Officer Gordon Beasley was down, mortally wounded.
And there was no other police officers around at the time, no one else there to prevent anything else from happening.
Hurley hit on one side of the wall, shooter Ronald Troike on the other.
I know he had his gun around the wall, and I saw him kind of looking around there.
The surplus store's owner says when the shooter emerged, Hurley shot 5 to 6 rounds toward Troike.
I mean, the police showed up very quickly, but within that time, you never know. He could have made it to the library. He could have made it to another business right there.
Or into the Schoolhouse Kitchen and Libations, where she hustled dozens of customers into the basement, while John Hurley lost his life.
He will forever be in my heart for what he did because, like I said, I don't know what would have happened to any of us.
Now, she heard 3 distinct series of gunfire, 1, 2, and 3 separated by time. Autopsies are not yet complete on the 3 who died here on a Monday afternoon. It was to be a regular Monday until this shooting, and there's still a lot of questions to be answered. In Arvada, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.